Where our Union was saved by the immortal heroes at Gettysburg. Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was, the Battle of Gettysburg. What an unbelievable, I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. And the statement of Robert E. Lee, who's no longer in favor. Did you ever notice that? No longer in favor. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late.
Here we go again, everybody. We should return to a regular segment. I think this will become a regular segment called What the F*** is Donald Trump Saying? Because if you know, you're better than me. And I'd like you to tell us in the comments, please let us know. We need to figure this thing out because he's making no sense and most media will not report on it. And most media also will not report on the fact that his team is trying their best to purposely hold him back from holding these kinds of public events because his brain turns into congealed mush and he just starts rambling and saying random shit that makes no sense to anybody. So if you can make sense of it, if you speak this, please reach out to us. Let us know, and maybe we'll bring you on as an interpreter. Donald Trump got up again and gave another one of his speeches about how he's going to make America great again. And I'm surprised he actually said those 4 words in order. You could understand them. Because here's what he said the rest of the time.
Over the seas, and it comes right over our land. And then they want us to have clean. I say, wait a minute, we're going to be clean, but it's all flying. Just remember that. Does that make sense? In other words, it's all coming through the currents, through the air. It all comes. They can name it. They can say exactly where it's going to be and when.
Over the seas and over our land. And then they want us to have clean. I said, wait, we're going to be clean, but it's all flying. Just remember that. Does that make sense? In other words, it's all coming through the currents, through the air. They can name it. Is this some form of poetry with which I'm unaware? Is there something I'm missing here, or did that sound like the biggest bunch of garble you've ever heard in your life? The man is not well. He's not right in the head. He had to take a cognitive test. We've talked before about he brags about his cognitive test, but he will not release it.
I said to the doctor, it was Dr. Ronnie Jackson, I said, is there some kind of a test, an acuity test? And he said there actually is. Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good. If you get it in order, you get extra points. Okay, now he's asking you other questions, and then 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes later, they say, remember the first question? Not the first, but the 10th question? Give us that again. Can you do that again? And you go person, woman, man, camera, TV. If you get it in order, you get extra points. They said nobody gets it in order. It's actually not that easy, but for me it was easy. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. They say, that's amazing. How did you do that? I do it because I have like a good memory, because I'm cognitively there.
And even when he brags about it, it's man, woman, person, camera. Most people don't get that in the first try. I did. Kind of like him winning the golf tournament he cheated at his club. Ooh, would you like a brownie, Donnie? What's he saying there? I don't know. But you should know that cognitive tests are generally given to people who get head injuries of some sort. You know, you get slammed in the head in a football game, they give you a cognitive test. Or if you're just Donald Trump walking around.
What are we doing at the White House?
What?
Ow, ow, ow.
It turned out the results of Joe's IQ test had caught the attention of the highest levels of government.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm the smartest guy in the world? Says who?
The IQ test you took in prison. You got the highest score in history. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Yeah, dumbass, you've been smarter than President Camacho. That's how come he's making you Secretary of Interior.
You know, I think there's been some kind of mistake, because the test I took was real easy. I'm not the smartest guy in the world.
So let's read that one more time, and you tell me what you think this dumb motherfucker said. Here we go. Over the seas and over our land, and then they want us to have clean. Then they want us to have clean. Now, I can't figure that out. We should clean, I don't know. I said, wait, we're gonna be clean, but it's all flying. So the clean is flying? Is it Mr. Clean? I don't know. Just remember that. He can't remember anything from like a minute ago, but okay. Does that make sense? No, it makes zero sense, Donnie. In other words, it's all coming through currents, through the air, and they can name it. They, what's coming through currents in the air? Folks, this guy is out of his badoinkle, all right? And reminding us, besides the wanting to fire into crowds and kissing Putin's pucker hole and every other obnoxious, stupid, and ridiculous thing he's done, he's just somebody give him some money and let him go buy Greenland and maybe he can live there. You know, live a life of luxury in Greenland, build a Trump Tower of Greenland. Sure, it would be beautiful. But he can't be president of this country again. You have to have sort of neurons that fire in the right directions and brain cells that communicate and, you know, a decent blood flow to your brain. And quite clearly, he doesn't have that. So in any case, tell us in the comments what you think about the ridiculousness of what this semi-human just said.